guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it's been like days. I haven't been doing my mixed media for like a few days. I just got busy. I got busy cleaning and organizing, and then I've been shopping for yarn, which I didn't need to do, and then I had to do videos for that, and anyway, and I think I've been to the Dollar Tree too many times. Okay, I need to sit down and do some art and stay out of the Dollar Tree and stop buying yarn. Even though I bought some yarn today. You guys, if you're into yarn, if you're into crocheting, knitting, making pom-poms, whatever, Lion Brand has 5 for $10. And it's that, scarf. What is it? Scarf on a ball? Anyway, just go check it out. It's 5 for $10. It's a great deal. So, anyway. All right, we're doing mixed media right now. Okay, you guys, I left off, we had, collaged down all of our bits here. I do want to say something before we get started. To keep this a paintable surface, you can use, what's it called? Matte medium. It's very expensive. So I make my own matte medium. You can take a cup of Elmer's glue and about 8 squirts of a matte coating, a clear acrylic matte coating. All that is a matte clear acrylic spray paint. You squirt about 7 or 8, even 10 squirts in there. Add a little water to loosen it up a little bit because it gets a little thick. The Elmer's glue does. It doesn't have to be Elmer's glue either. It can be any white glue you want. And what this does right here is it makes the glue matte, like a matte medium, or like a matte Mod Podge. And then it makes the surface paintable. Okay, I've always been worried though, like if it gets it matte enough, so then I'll always spray like some of this clear acrylic matte coating on it again before I do my project. Well, today I didn't, and you guys, this is such a paintable surface, even if you don't spray a whole nother coat of this on there. So I just want to let you know that. So for those of you guys who are using my homemade matte medium or homemade matte Mod Podge, and then I told you to spray this even just in case, you don't really need to. This is a nice surface. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I want to do, I have so many things I want to do, but this is what we'll do first. Okay, I'm going to take this stencil, and this is kind of different. Usually I use acrylic paint for stenciling. I'm going to use this ink pad. And I got this from somebody. I can't even remember her name. But anyway, she uses an ink pad. Okay, just an ink pad with a makeup brush through a stencil. And what it does is it gives the effect, a lighter effect, but really cool still. It's not so obvious like paint is. It just really melds into the background. That's what I like about it. It's not so, well, it just becomes part of the background. It doesn't lay on top. So if you want something to go back into the background a little bit, do this with the ink. I love it. When you just want to add a little bit of this and that, and you don't want something really, really obvious, an ink with this makeup sponge is awesome. Using your ink pad. Love it. And you may or may not be able to see what this is doing. It's not, well, you can probably see it here. See, there's a little bit right there. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Anyway, it's not meant to be like real obvious. It's just meant to be a little hint. All right, so then I'm going to use this one. This is a bunch of little crosses, which I love. And let's use another ink pad. Let's use this purple. I'll use this purple ink pad here by Spectrum Noir. I got a great deal on that ink pad. 3 of them came in a kit from HSN. I think with some stencils. I can't remember. But I remember it was a good deal. You know how we are. We all buy so much darn stuff. We can't remember everything. At least I can't. Okay, I am loving this. And you don't have to worry about waiting for anything to dry, you know, when you're using an ink pad. It's fabulous. I am absolutely loving it. It's just adding a little here and there. Awesome. Let me see if you guys can see that right there. Yeah, see this right here? That's how it adds it. It's really nice. And it's very, it's see-through. Like I can see the print below it too. So, it's translucent. So cool. I love this stencil. I wasn't even using this stencil at first, and then I looked at it. I love crosses, and I go, those are little crosses. Oh, why am I not using that? And you know why I end up not using things sometimes? Because I have too much crap. Something to be said for not buying too much, because then you forget what you have. So I always try, every time before I start a project, I go through my stuff, and I choose something that I haven't used for a long time. Okay, let me do one more color. What other color do we want to do? Let's do this pink color. It's Angel Pink by Memento. This one here. And you know, I wanted to use this stencil. This is a new stencil I just got, and I got it from HSN. It's not a fabulous stencil. It was on clearance. I can't remember how much it was, but it was a good price. I think it was like $5 or $6. It was something really cheap, but I love this clock stencil. Fabulous. Let's do this here at the bottom. And we're going to do it in pink. Let's see how that shows up. If it doesn't show up good, then I'll do it in the teal color. I probably should just do it in the teal. I don't know. Let me just try it in this pink. I just have a feeling it's not going to show. Yeah, I know it's not going to show. Okay, so let's go back to the teal color. And we'll do a little bit of this in the teal. Okay, it'll be nice if I stop moving the damn stencil. Oh, that didn't show up at all. All right, you know what we're going to do is, it might be too dark down in through here. We'll use this stencil again, and I will use it in black. I'm trying to think if, with some black paint. I'm trying to think if I want to use that right now. Let's not use this right now. We've done enough with the stenciling anyway. I just wanted to add some subtleties, and we did that. So we're good with that. So let's stop with the ink pads. Okay, let me put these away. I had some others too, but I think we're good. This ink pad might be dry. That's what might happen to that one. I'm not sure. But you know what? We don't have time to discover that right now. We've got to move on. Okay, so now, let me put these little sponges away with it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my artisan paint pens. Okay, and my paint over pens that I got from Jane Davenport. These paint over pens are the bomb. It even comes in white, and I've already used that white one up. So, okay. Remember I told you guys, I have a little cheat sheet here of marks. So if you want to pause that and use my cheat sheet of marks, you can. Isn't that cool? And then, do I have some? Then I have some more right here. Because sometimes you just can't think of the marks. You know, you're like, oh, what the heck? So this is just a way of just doodling quick marks. So, with this one, this is a teal. I'm going to just make little circles. It's almost like making little eggs. You let all the circles connect to each other and create like a little thing of eggs. I love doing that. Make sure you guys can see that. Do you see that right there? Let me come in a little closer so you guys can. Well, come in. We'll work on this page first. Yeah, you guys can see the little eggs I just did there. Okay. I did some more little eggs down there, and let's do some eggs here. Little clusters. Little, like, clusters of circles, which turns like little clusters of eggs. In my world. You guys are like, okay, Angela. We'll do some arrows. This pink color, this paint over pen. This thing, she was so right. When Jane created these paint over pens, she goes, it does not matter what, it will write over anything. And she was so right. Okay, I just did some arrows with that. Let's take this purple and we'll do some hashtags, I think, with this purple. Yep, let's do some hashtags. I like to do things in threes a lot of times. And like little clusters of threes. And I like to do clusters of threes and do it in 3 different spots, if not more. But at least in 3 different spots. Okay. And I'm going to do it in this gold. Love it. You guys, I picked these up for, I saw someone haul these, and I picked these up for nothing. For $1, was it $1.99 or was it 99 cents? I think it was 99 cents at Hobby Lobby. And I got so lucky. I went over and he had just marked them down. And I was sitting there deciding, how many I should buy. And he goes, you want them all? That's a good price. I'm like, God, you know who to talk to, huh? And he goes, you're in here all the time. I'm like, you pay attention? He goes, yeah, I know who you are. He goes, you get all the good deals in here. I'm like, oh. I said, I'm all trying to be quiet. He goes, no, we know. You get the good deals. You get all of our clearances. Oh, he's right too. It don't matter. Home decor, I go in there, I clean house on home decor. I go in there, I clean house on the yarn, on the craft section. They know, I just wait till they clearance the stuff. Okay, let's do some white. Is my white pen gonna work? Dang it. I have barely used this Posca pen. I haven't used it that much. Let me just hold it on here. I think, is it gone away? Just a second. And I'm sure I have an artisan in white. I just chose this one, the Posca, because I wanted to use it because I haven't barely ever used it. What the heck? Just a second. Oh, you guys, it's working. Never mind. It works. I'm sitting there just holding it down, complaining, and all of a sudden I have a puddle of ink. My Posca was listening to me, and it was like, oh yeah? I'll show you how much I don't work. And just created a puddle on my desk. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's do X's. Just some X's. And then my favorite is crosses. So we're going to do some crosses last. And we're going to do that in black ink. I'll do that right here. And we'll do some right here. All right. I think the reason that this was like just not working is because I hadn't used it for so long. Okay, and in black, I'm going to do, we're going to do some crosses. I'm going to do some fat crosses so they really show up nice. And do some there, some there. Okay, that's enough crosses. Okay, so I love just doing this little doodling. It just adds that extra little to the whole thing. And it's just fun and relaxing just to add these doodles. Okay, so let's go to the other side. And let's doodle on this page now with those same colors. You know, I didn't use this blue on this last time, so we're going to use it this time. We'll start with some arrows. I like to do arrows like this, going one way and then going another way. Like going left, right, left, right. Okay, done with that one. We'll use the paint over pen, Jane's paint over pen, and we'll do those little clusters of eggs. 8 clusters. Okay. I love these paint over pens. You know what? I don't know if Michael still carries them. Jane Davenport stopped carrying all her stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of her stuff at Michael's. So she has some stuff at Hobby Lobby, like her line that looks like makeup is at Hobby Lobby, but it's not a very big. It's not a big line like she had at Michael's. So I don't know. And she always had, you know, there was always sales going on at Michael's, so it's not as good a deals. But you can always use a coupon, so. But I didn't see these paint over pens. I think this line, her regular line, I think that Michael's is still carrying that. I'm going to look this up because these paint over pens are, I actually like these paint over pens even better than I like these artisan pens over existing stuff. I mean, they're still good, but these paint over pens, Jane's, are awesome. All right, let's do O's with like a line through them in gold. Okay. All right. A little purple. Let's do some X's with the purple. Okay. I have no idea how we're doing on time. Let me look at my time situation. Okay. We're doing okay. And then we can take the white that we finally got working. And let's just do circles. Just regular circles. Oh, what am I doing? I need to be over here. I already did stuff over there. That's what's cool about this, is you can't mess up. You're just doing marks. Okay. All right, and then we're going to end with our marks in the black paint pen. We're going to do those fat little crosses. When I mean like fat crosses is like kind of going over the line twice and then twice that way, just so that the lines aren't like thin. I want them to be fat little crosses. Okay. Okay, so we are good with that. So we got all of our paint pens done. Oh, one of the things came off. Okay. I love the bag I keep them in. Look at this bag. I got this big bag from Dollar Tree. Isn't this fabulous? So I keep my paint pens in this. I love it. It's a nice big bag. I love the way it feels. It's pretty. And it's a big bag. And look out for these kind of bags at Dollar Tree because they don't carry the big ones very often. They're usually a lot smaller. So, love that. Okay. And my paint over pens, I always just keep them right beside me because I try to use them on all my mixed media backgrounds. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with this. Just a second, people. I just thought of an idea. All right. So the next thing is we need to see the white space that we have. Like up at the top right there. See that white space? We need to get rid of that white space. So I pulled out my... I keep my gelatos. I love it in this. Isn't this beautiful? I think it's beautiful. I love a cigar box. I don't love cigars, but I love their boxes. So isn't this beautiful? So I keep my gelatos in there, and I never use my gelatos. Remember I said, start pulling things out that you never use. And this is something I never use is my gelatos. So, if you don't have gelatos, Jane Davenport has... it's any water-soluble crayon. Any of your water-soluble crayons would be great. If you only have oil pastels, you can use that. If you only have acrylic paint, just use acrylic paint and use a little baby wipe. And then that way it'll really smear nicely. So, anyway. Here we go. So, and I'm just trying to... I just want to cover... Get rid of this clamp. I just want to cover the white space, and I love the gelatos because they really blend out. Just wet your finger with a little baby wipe or a little spit. I better stop. Penny's gonna get me. Oh, but she likes when I talk about my spit. Okay. I'm just teasing her. Love you, Penny. Okay. Okay, see how that just blends? Aren't those beautiful? You can even use these when you're going to color in over backgrounds and stuff. Like after you lay down a bunch of collage bits, you can take these to color, to put some color on over your collage bits. These things are fabulous. Let's use some of this here. And I want to use some purples down here. I'm so glad I'm using these because I never, ever use my gelatos. And I so need to use these things. And they used to be so popular. Everybody used to use their gelatos on everything. But look how they blend. They just blend beautiful. They're like butter. See, this reminded me to use them, and I'm going to use these more often. Love them. So you guys are going to see me busting out these gelatos. I know someone's going to say, you're right, you never use those. I'm like, I know. That's why sometimes I say it doesn't pay to have a lot of supplies because you forget about things and then you're kind of wasting your money when you don't use the stuff that you have. So anyway. But in my defense, believe me, I do have a lot of supplies, but I didn't pay a lot of money for my supplies. Whenever I buy my supplies, I always get them on sale, and most of the time I get them when they're on clearance at the end of that season. So, with all this kind of stuff, I never buy what's, like the newest Tim Holtz line or the only line I buy new, but I wait till it goes on sale, is Jane Davenport because I love her stuff. But everybody else, I wait until it's at the end of the season and it's getting cleared out. So, okay, so now we're going to do this page. And I just think that's a really affordable way to be able to do mixed media and to try different products. It's not to buy them right when they come out. Wait till the end of that season and they'll be clearancing them. They always do. Okay, and then let's use some purple down here. This is, I'm just attacking all of any of the white space that we didn't cover when we did the collaging. And you don't have to cover the white space. If you don't want to cover the white space, you don't have to. You can just leave it. That can look really cool too. But I just wanted to cover it. And I wanted to use my gelatos because I haven't used the darn things. So this is like a perfect opportunity to use them. Okay, so now we have all the white space covered with my gelatos.